This is STAAR guided practice numbers 5 through 9. Number 5 says the table below shows the areas of 4 equilateral triangles. Which triangle had the least area? You're just going to put them in the calculator, make them look like money, and then of course choose the one that's the smallest amount. You have triangle A, which is about $5.20. Triangle B is $4.76. Triangle C is $6.06. And triangle D would be $5.63. So now you can obviously see that the 476 would be the least amount. So B is the answer, which makes H your final answer. Number 6 says a cake decorator can decorate 6 cakes in 90 minutes. At this rate, how many cakes could he decorate during his 8-hour workday if he takes 2 15-minute breaks? We can set this one up as a proportion. You would have 6 cakes equaling 90 minutes. Make sure when you do the proportion, you convert the hours to minutes by multiplying 8 times 60, which gives you 480. But then you need to remember that they took 2 15-minute breaks, so you're going to subtract 30 minutes from that since he didn't work during that time. And that should give you 450. And then you can just cross multiply and divide. 6 times 450 should give you 2,700, and then divide that by 90. And that should give you 30, which of course is D as in dog. Number 7 says a triangular prism is shown below. The base is an isosceles right triangle. Remember, isosceles means that 2 sides are equal. And of course, right triangle would mean there's a right angle in it. It says which is closest to the lateral surface area of the prism. Make sure when you use your formula chart, you look for the lateral and not the total. So when you look at your reference chart, you're looking for the surface area of a prism. And remember, you're looking for lateral, not total. So you're going to use this formula right here. S equals PH. A lot of you are still getting confused on what the P stands for and what the H stands for. The P stands for the perimeter of the base. So right here, what I'm tracing right now is the perimeter of your base. To find the perimeter, you just add up all the sides. So it's telling you that this side is 6, which because it's an isosceles, that means that this side is also 6. So you have 6 plus 6, and then this side right here is 8.5. So add all 3 of those together. Okay, that should give you 20.5 centimeters. And then it says to multiply it by the height. The height is the height of the whole prism, which is this part right here, which it tells you is 8. So instead of the H, you're going to put an 8. Go ahead and multiply those 2 together, and it should give you 164 centimeters squared, or square centimeters, which of course is A as in apple. For number 8, we're only going to do Lila, which is the simple interest. It says she deposited $500, which is the principal part of the formula, times the rate. It says her interest was 6%, so you're going to multiply that by 0.06. And then, of course, the time is 10 years, so you're going to multiply that by 10. And that'll tell you how much interest she had. Her interest after the 10 years is going to be $300. And then it wants to know how much is in the account after the 10 years. Well, don't forget she put $500 to begin with, so you're going to add the $500 plus the $300. And that gives her a total of $800 in her account. You're not going to pick an answer choice because obviously F or H could be the answer. Number 9 says which statement is not true? A says a set of ordered pairs describes a function if each x value is paired with only one y value. That is true. Remember, for it to be a function, the x cannot repeat, so that would be an example where the x's are all different. B says a table with values describe a function if each x value is paired with only one y value. That's also true. Here's an example where all the x's are different, 1, 2, and 3. C says a mapping is a function if each x value is mapped to only one y value. There's another example of when it is a function because the x's are not repeating. D says a graph describes a function if it is a line. Here's an example when that is not true, because if you look at this drawing, it is a line, but it's not a function, because a vertical line cannot be a function because all the x's will repeat, obviously. In order for D to be a true statement, it would have to say a graph describes a function if it is a non-vertical line. Go ahead and write that on number 9. And of course, your answer would be D also. And that's it, you're done. Go ahead and flip it over, do the 5 through 9 independent practice on your own. Once you're done, go ahead and make sure you turn it in so you can grade it. And then, of course, you want to correct it so you can fix all your mistakes that you made, if you made any.